So here's something I never thought I'd be smoking, but we're going to give it a shot anyway just for fun. We have a Tangelo. Nice sweet flavor. So I have the cold smoker already running because I've got some cheese on there. I'm going to throw one of them I peeled and split into the cold smoker and one of them into the hot smoker just to see how it does. I'm not looking to go real long on these. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to take a lot of smoke, but we'll find out. So here we are with our Tangelos. We have this one which was hot smoked for about 30 minutes at around 275. This one over here was cold smoked for about an hour. What I expect to find is that this one is probably going to be a little bit bitter. That tends to be the case with cold smoked ones. So I'm going to try it now, try them both together, but then I'm also going to store them and let them sit for a day or so and give them a shot tomorrow to see how they come out, see if it makes a difference. It tends to, especially with cold smoke, unless it's completely horrible, awful, in which case I may just chuck them now. But what the heck, we'll find out. So we're going to start with the one that I expect to be a little bit bitter, and that is the cold smoked. A little bit of a smoke flavor, not real strong. It'll be interesting to see how it does overnight, if it makes a difference tomorrow. Not bitter yet. I'll decide tomorrow if I was going to do it again. I might even smoke it a little bit longer than the hour. There's not a lot of flavor on there, but we'll see what it tastes like after it has some time to settle in. So the hot one, that is pretty tasty. We know that heat and sugar tends to do well together. It tends to sweeten things up. It's got a sweeter flavor to it. There's definitely a little bit of smoke on there. This is something that, I wouldn't necessarily sit down and eat that as just a snack, but I bet it would be pretty darn tasty if you were to take that and put it into a salad, for example, as a garnish, chopped up into something else. Surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. I will reserve final judgment until we let it sit until tomorrow and see how it does, but that's not bad. 24 hours later, we have the cold smoked Tangelo and the hot smoked Tangelo. Gonna give them a taste here, see how they did. Sometimes letting them rest overnight will smooth out the smoke flavor. Sometimes it actually enhances it more. I can tell you that there's a significantly stronger smoke smell about what I have here. So this one is the cold smoked. Still fairly mild smoke flavor. It's not bitter, it's not bad. There's a little bit of something there. I did about an hour on the cold smoke. I probably could have gone a little bit longer, but I didn't want to overdo it. So that was the cold. We're going to try the hot smoke here. I did like this yesterday. It brought out some of the sweetness. We'll see how it does after sitting in the fridge overnight. I don't taste a lot of difference between the two of them today. I know I definitely did yesterday. This definitely had a little bit more of a smoke flavor, and it seemed sweeter to me. Right now I don't taste a lot of difference between the two. I don't know that there's a huge pro or con either way. I will say, like I said earlier, it's not something that I'm going to necessarily go out of my way to do, but I think it would be interesting to have something like this on a salad, for example, if you're serving it with some smoked chicken or turkey or something like that, or ham or whatever. Having something like this smoked, I think that would add a little bit of an extra layer. It's not bad. Not great. It's nothing that I'm going to rush out to do on a regular basis, but it's certainly edible, and it certainly tastes good. It didn't ruin the flavor of the Tangelo, unlike the infamous plum incident that we had a lot last year. Do not recommend that. Tangelos, should I smoke that? Sure. It's not going to hurt anything. It's interesting. If I was going to do it again, I would warm smoke it for about a half hour like I did this one, and then use it pretty much right away, as opposed to letting it sit overnight. I don't think there's not a significant increase in the flavor from letting it rest, and if anything, it's a little bit decreased. So, yeah, sure, why not?